thought I'd just give you guys a few seconds to listen to the music of this place, since it is gorgeous. I love the music of this place so much, and I know a lot of people do, but just in case you haven't, or maybe you just want to listen to it more because it's a great song. But hello, Kukomi here, and I wanted to stand on this because we got a nice scenic view, versus if I was just standing facing towards the entrance of this place. And you're probably wondering, well, why am I out here? Well, last time on the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, yes, I'm totally dodging the question, we finally freed ourselves from Windfall Island after doing multiple side quests there. And today, we are... Oh, and we also arrived at the island, got the titular item of the game, the Wind Waker, and we proceeded to do absolutely nothing with it. And we're going to continue to do absolutely nothing with it, because we don't have any use for it right now. It's just given to us just because. Also, we got an extra heart container. Hooray! And today, we have to go visit with the chief's son and show him what true courage is. Are you ready, Link? Let's go. Except I can't even show him like what a real heroism is. I don't know why I repeated that multiple times. Because I can't even bring my sword down here. How am I supposed to show him that I'm a BA hero when I can't even do that much? But yes, we were told to meet on the second floor with a girl named Medley. And, well, she's the only girl here. Nah, it can't be her. No, but seriously, look around. She is literally the only girl. Well, you really do have green clothes and a strange-shaped hat. You're Link, aren't you? Oh, me? I'm an attendant to the Great Sky Spirit, the Lou. My name is Medley. Well, to tell the truth, I'm not an attendant quite yet. I'm actually still studying to be one. Oh, what am I thinking? Here, this is from the chieftain. Link, he wants you to give this directly to Prince Komali. With that we get Father's letter. It's a letter from his dad, from the chief to his son. So let me get this straight. The chief said, I need you to help my son. So he sends us to the second floor to go get a letter from his attendant, or from Valu's attendant, but from an attendant. And... Oh wait, and this is kind of important. By the way, listen, Link. I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Could you please come to the entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern later? I'll explain everything then. I like where this is going. Okay, no. But yeah, so we were asked by the chief right here to go up to the second floor to get a letter from an attendant, which we can go ahead and... game, please let me use my controller, thank you. And now we're going to go give a letter to his son. You know where his son is? Just down this hall. Okay, look. That's like texting someone from across the room when you don't want to speak to them. That's just bad. Just talk to them. Jeez. I always prefer to have straight on, like, oral communication versus written communication, because, like, personal rant, I just like being able to talk to people instead of constantly typing messages. It's why I'm not really on, like, message boards or Reddit or that much, and I was even sort of against the idea of Discord, because I just don't do online chatting like that much. I prefer to actually just talk to people face to face. And yeah, I know there a lot of the time you can't talk to people like that because you're separated by distance, but geez, it wouldn't kill you to talk to someone. That's the point I was trying to make. And also a personal rant of my own. And I forgot to start my timer, but it's okay. I think we're about like a minute into... You can see he is... I don't know exactly what he's doing to the pearl, but hey. Who are you supposed to be? Well, what do you want from me, huh? I don't want to talk to anyone right now. You can thank me later for this. If you are playing this game, take out your deluxe picto box. Zoom in. Take a picture. If you see that good, save it. If you don't see the good, retake it and get it just right until you see that good in the top left. You have my thanks. I like how Link's like looking up like, what about me? But yes, you can thank me later when you actually understand why I told you to do this. Honestly, I didn't even remember this until literally just now. But yes, we want to go up to Prince Komali and present him with this. A letter from my father. Oh sure, telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. It's not like he's the one who went through that horrible experience. It's not like he still has to go get a scale from Valoo. You're in his letter too. Wait, what? He literally just... It's heavily implied he wrote that letter before we even got here. Was the chieftain like the mastermind conspiracizing it with the King of the Red Lions? What? Okay. Maybe he just wrote it really fast between episode cuts, even though that's like no time at all in this world? Poking your nose in other people's business. You're nosy, aren't you? I don't want to hear that from the guy with a beak for a nose. Don't you call me nosy. You're nosy. Sorry, but I don't really feel like going to see Valoo right now. I mean, how am I supposed to get a skill from him when he's so upset? What, are you trying to say you can calm Valoo down? Psh, that's a big fat lie. It's easy to say you can do anything. Bragging doesn't cost a thing. I'll tell you what, if you can find me someone who can get past all the obstacles on Dragon Roost to get to Valoo, then I'll listen to anything you say. I got a sword. You better listen to anything I say. You are so lucky I can't draw it right now because the game prevents me from doing so. Well, that aside, we can see that did absolutely nothing except strengthen the fact that we need to go to Valoo, but really, this is a Zelda game. Did you really think we weren't going to go? Ah, yes, Link, bash your head against the steps. I always hate that when you somersault up steps in this game, you just keep hitting them. Like, yeah, that makes sense, but still, like, in other Zelda games, I could roll up steps and not constantly bash my head in. Well, we could go out now and meet Medley, but she did say she wanted to meet later. Let's see what's in this room first. I actually don't remember what's in this room. Breaking your pottery, don't mind me. You don't have any money. I thought you guys were like the post office. Where's... Oh, there we go. I'm robbing you of your savings. Now the post office will go bankrupt after this, and we will no longer have a mailing system. Except we totally will, because they're literally the only people who can do it. Wow. If this is all the money they get from having a monopoly on the mail industry, that's kind of sad. I mean, I guess it also shows that they're good moral people who don't take advantage of stuff, but still. We want to talk to this guy. Well now, I've not seen your young face before. Nope, don't believe so. You wouldn't be here in response to our posting for some part-time help, would you? Sure. Oh, excellent, that's good, but first I need to see if I can use you or not. I need to give you a little test, just a small one. Match the seal in the envelope with the same icon on the shelf and throw the letter onto that shelf. Yes, you sort letters by throwing them. You guys are a great postal service. Use L to select the shelf and then press A to... I believe you can also use the D-pad. But yes, basically the idea with this, and you can use the D-pad if you want a little more precision. But basically the idea of this is that it's a sorting game. You want to get good at this, because you're going to want to do 25 in this time limit. If you don't get a correct one, you could, it'll just sort of bounce out and go, "Dunno, you're wrong." I should not do this while talking because that is tough. Ooh, 20's not bad though. 20 letters, good, great, terrific. You pass. Okay, you get 1 rupee for every 2 letters, so that's grand total. Oh boy, I got paid 10 rupees. Now I can buy, like... Is there anything that even costs 10 rupees? I think the bait costs 30, so I can't even buy, like, small berries. Yes, but you want to get 25 letters. So, with that, I'm gonna go silent and see how well I can do. I'll leave the... of course, I'll cut unless I actually get it this attempt. So, I guess, spoiler, you'll know if I get it this attempt. But yeah, let's go. Just hit 25, alright. I believe he needs you to prompt you to do 25 letters. Okay, yeah, so you need to do it a few times, and then when he asks you to do 25 letters, you do 25 letters. My tip for this is that I usually I have the locations of where each one is memorized, and I sort of viewing in my peripheral vision. My main vision is focused on the bottom on the letter I just get, so I can tell what symbol it is, and I'll just throw it into the right spot. And I'll use my peripheral vision to sort of navigate through the grid. That's how I do it. So, I'll do this one more time for you guys. "26 letters! You have amazing coordination. Seriously, I'm stupefied, incredulous. We veterans do this all day long, and even we have a hard time reaching that amount. I've gotta give you some more money. Got to. 3 rupees come to 78. Oh boy, you can be quite lucrative. This can be a bit lucrative. Hey, your name wouldn't happen to be Link, would it? It is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I thought you looked like the lad the chieftain was talking about. Have you seen any other kids running around in green clothing? No, you haven't. In that case, I should have expected you to be able to pull off something like this. Yes, your bravery translates quite well into sorting mail. I've heard all about you. You've had a rough time, Link. I feel bad for making you helpless. But hey, things are looking up. Our new helper has just arrived. Maybe you can give him some advice the next time you come by. Yeah, we can't do anything right now, but we'll have to keep that in mind. But for right now, we should head out this way, because Medley wanted to see us. You can see the entrance to Dragon Roost is right over there. Except we can't actually do anything. I didn't realize there was a guard up here. What do you have to say? I guess it's to be expected in this heat. But just take a look down there. Dragon Roost Pond is completely dried up. Well, we can't exactly do anything. I wish we could, like, backflip off this rail, but we cannot. So instead, we will have to find another way down. And no, it's not going to be a long, arduous task that requires us to go through a dungeon. But rather, I believe it's through here? Yep, with that, we can see Medley is waiting for us. Hey, you actually came! I am really sorry for bringing you to such a dangerous place. I had to. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't need help desperately. You see this place? There used to be a spring here, surrounded by a beautiful pond. It was peaceful and lovely. But then the great Valoo, he became so angry and... in his rage, he shook the mountain, and this boulder crashed down, plugging the spring. You can see the result. Oh, but where is my mind? Tell me, how is Prince Komali? Oh, that doesn't sound right. Not at all. I may be partially to blame for the bad turn that Prince Komali's taken. See, Prince Komali's grandmother was the great Valoo's former attendant. She was an amazing woman. I was honored to have her as my teacher. She was kind and brave and unsurpassed in her dealing with the great Valoo. I'm not yet worthy of being mentioned in the same breath as her. If If only I'd possessed some of her strength, I'm sure Prince Komali would have felt more secure. Link, I'm sorry to ask this, but I need your help. I want to go to the small shrine that's near the peak of Dragon Roost, but that ledge over there is so high. If I could get some wind under my wings, I'm sure I could get up there. So, will you help me? I don't think so. This sounds kinda dangerous. Just saying, going through a monster-infested cave by yourself is generally not a good idea unless you're equipped to deal with them. Oh, please. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. It's just that I'm not that good at flying yet. So, and yes, we'll be caught in an infinite text loop if we just keep turning her down. So now we have to... Oh boy, so yes, we literally have to pick her up. Wait for the wind to blow towards, which you can tell by the direction of the particles, and then watch her completely faceplant into the wall. I'm fine. That didn't really hurt. What's it saying? Oh yeah, well, once more, with the wind. Oh god, I love that. Okay, that's great. I forgot you had that expression when you failed. What you want to do is you want to stand up here, in order to gain some height, and wait for the wind. You can tell which way the wind's blowing by the particles, and with that, you'll just glide on up. Oh, thank you. I think I'll be able to climb Dragon Roost to meet with the Great Valoo. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I may just be an apprentice attendant, but I can understand some of the Great Valoo's language. I'm not exactly bursting with confidence, but... Look, if anything happens to me, please look after Prince Komali. That is not the thing you should say to... Okay. And for our horrible task of throwing her, we get an empty bottle. Oh, and please don't tell anyone that I'm climbing Dragon Roost. It'll be our secret, okay? Good luck to the both of us. Yep, our secret. It's totally not like there was a guard up there or anything. Nope, no guard whatsoever. Don't worry. I'll make sure he won't say anything. Who am I kidding? He's probably better at combat than Link. He's probably been trained for years. But you're probably wondering, well, what do we do now with this newfound item, this bottle? Well, I feel like this was kind of vague, but what you can do is we have water here. I believe there's a sign that tells you what to do, but we get water. You see, in real life, if we were just given an empty bottle as a reward for helping someone, that's not really that great of a reward. At least I don't think it is. Of course, this is a Zelda game. Getting an empty bottle is probably one of the best things you could have asked for, because now we can carry everything. You know, like water, potions, berries, princesses. You know, just normal stuff you can carry with bottles. With that, you want to pour it on this bomb. And if you really want to, you can go revive all these bomb flowers. But essentially, yes, they dried up, but we really only need one. Camera. I'm not used to non-inverted controls. What we want to do is we want to throw this. Ta-da! When I did this as a kid, I missed that rock so much. And I think that if you hit the bomb in the water, it defuses and doesn't blow up. Which is kind of funny since you need the water to actually, you know, make it fertile. But yes, with that, we brought the spring back. We got rid of the boulder in the way, so now we can just swim on over. Before we do that, I want to explore the rest of the, where we haven't explored yet on Dragon Roost Island, before we head off to the cave in search of Medley. Because Medley said she'd be fine, right? She doesn't need our help. Something I sort of walked past earlier. Oh. Hello. I thought you weren't supposed to be here until a little bit later. We'll talk to him in a minute. But right now we want to go out here. And behold, it is a higher up ledge of Dragon Roost. You can see you just got a nice little lookout. You can see these are kind of like, points is for the Rito to just sort of jump out and start flying. It's kind of nice. Let's see what you have to say. Every year, the Rito sponsor a Birdman contest on that island off to the east. I wonder if we'll have one this year, with the current situation on the island. No time to waste. Everyone's so busy with the Great Valoo that we're running short of delivery personnel. It's a madhouse. Well, back to work. That's interesting. I didn't actually know he left. I never talked to him before. And I don't actually know what's over there. I've never been over there. Yeah, I've never done this game 100% before, so there's going to be some things I just don't know that well. Let's see what you have to say. We used to have such nice breezes blowing through here. Now the air is crazy. I'm positive the strange winds are a result of the wind god's anger, not due to the raging dragon at the top of the mountain. See, there's an important shrine below here that got broken, and now we're paying the price. What cursed luck. Yep, you can see this broken shrine down there. Maybe that'll be important for something later. Maybe not. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But for now, let's go back to the mail center. You can see this was clearly not the guy who was working here last time. This is Baito. Hey man, I'm the new part-timer. Green clothes and a green hat. Pardon me for asking, but you're Link, aren't you? Yeah, I'll say yes. Aha, I knew it! You're a legend among the part-timers here. Wow, it's been like 10 minutes, man. It's been 10 minutes. Something like that. I really admire you, man. Just once, I'd love to see a legendary 25-letter sword. So yes, Baito will ask you to sword it again. Alright, I'm going to go into concentration mode for this. Oh, I got kind of lucky with a bunch of letters in the middle. Oh my gosh! 27 letters. Amazing, man. I'm so impressed. Seriously, man. I gotta tell my mom back home all about this. I got a favor to ask you, man. I'm still new here, so I'm not allowed to leave. So would you mind putting this letter to my mom in the post box for me? Thanks a lot, man. You accepted a note to Mom. It's so sad you could almost cry. I guess I could just throw it in here with all the other letters, but I can't just bring myself to do it. It's against the rules, man. See, I was about to make a snarky comment, but I remember he said that. I really like this. I like Baito. He's a cool guy. I respect you. One day you will also master the legendary 25-letter sword. Until then, my apprentice. I must go. My people need me. Okay, well, yeah, we can go, and we have the delivery bag. We have Baito's letter to his mom. So why don't we go find the nearest post box, which I believe is actually all the way over here. Yeah, not in the post center. Granted, I guess they wouldn't need to put a post box in the post center since that's where the mail goes anyways, but hey. I thought Link was acting a bit weird there for a second. Like he... Alright, well, let's talk to the post box. And yes, when I mean talk, I mean literally talk. Good morning! Welcome to the Island Postal Service. What do you have for delivery? Yes, it is a sentient post box. Just let that sink in for a second. But yes, what you could do is you just present a letter to it. And... Ka-chunk! Proof! This post box is near Dragon Roost Island. Postage is only 5 rupee. Why is it 5? Yes. You have to pay, and yeah, it's different price at different places. If you ever see this mailbox, you know, doing the jig, wow, that sounded really wrong. Dancing, essentially. I was getting down with it, and that also sounds wrong. Look, if you see the post box wiggling and moving and squirming, that means that you have mail for it. Check it if you see that. But yes, that is basically the post box in the Rito Post Center area in a nutshell. And next, well, no, not just yet. There's one more thing I want to do before we end off the episode here. And that. Let's head across. And you can see there's lava. If we touch it, yeah, it doesn't exactly end well for us. Jeez, like, you need to be more like Mario and not pass out whenever you get your butt burned. And it puts us all the way back where we spawned. Hooray! God, Link, why can't you be like Mario? At least he doesn't pass out and doesn't respawn at the beginning. This is another thing as a kid that I missed a lot. But what you have to do is you have to pick up these bombs and throw it. I said, pick up these bombs and throw it. Pick up these bombs and throw it into those little jars. That will cause it to fall, giving us something we can jump onto. Wow, that was bad. Yes, you are a little close to it, so I recommend sort of standing off to the side. And you're on a time limit because bombs only take so long before they explode. So you have to angle yourself quickly. I recommend trying to rebound it off the back of the statue, or I guess the chest of the statue. And with that, you'll be able to get through quickly. With that, the way to Dragon Roost Island has opened. Or Dragon Roost Cavern, I should say. We are on Dragon Roost Island right now. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and next time on Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, we're going to be heading in, and hopefully Medley will be okay. I'm sure she won't mind that we stop to sort some letters for a shirtless guy. That sounds kind of bad out of context. You know, we're going to pretend I didn't say that. Bye!